live and on your side. This is WSAV News 3 today at 6.
Good morning, everyone. It is Thursday, April 23rd, or as we like to call it, Friday Eve. I'm Kim Gusby. Thank you for joining us this morning on News 3 Today. Developing now, the state of Georgia is currently under a historic burn ban. It's in effect for 91 counties, which means no outdoor burning of any kind, no exceptions. That includes all coastal Georgia counties. This comes after major wildfires have burned thousands of acres and forced evacuations in the southern parts of the state. The destruction has been described as devastating and the fire is monstrous. The Pineland Road fire in Clinch and Eccles counties has burned more than 16,000 acres. That's about 25 square miles. The Highway 82 fire in Brantley County torching more than 5,000. At least 22 agencies from across the state are involved in the response, using both air support and ground crews to slow the spread. Crews were out last night working on fire lines while local emergency crews lent a helping hand. WSAV's Isabella Baez is following that effort and has more.
We trained for this, we love our job, and we love to help people, and so help is coming.
Pooler Fire Rescue is one of several agencies answering the call to assist Brantley County, sending 2 firefighters each day on a volunteer basis. Crews will work 12-hour shifts before returning home each night. Captain Aaron Willis says deployments are expected through Monday, with plans reviewed daily.
Our main job is going to be protection of property, so we'll let forestry handle their job. There may be some firefighting that takes place with our apparatus, putting out some spot fires and doing some fire suppression, but our main goal down there is going to be to protect property, to protect the homes from the fires.
The crews will travel to Brantley County in a brush truck built to handle fires in rough, hard-to-reach terrain. Willis says as the fire grew, they began preparing to respond, and by Wednesday, they got the call to deploy.
Our whole job is to protect lives and protect property, so it's heartbreaking for those families, and we're hoping that we can do whatever we can to be able to help those families out.
State officials say 98% of Georgia is now in moderate to exceptional drought, putting many areas, including Chatham County, under a burn ban. Willis says following those restrictions is critical to prevent more fires.
I'd say pray for rain. The burn bans that have come out, they're extremely important to follow. I know a lot of backyard guys that are trying to burn trash, they think that their fire is going to be fine, but those are how these things start.
That was WSAV's Isabella Baez reporting. Captain Willis says this isn't the first time Pooler Fire Rescue has been deployed, adding their crews trained for moments like this. 3 minutes after 6 o'clock, it is Thursday morning. We're taking a live look from our Savannah cam as the sun is trying to make its way up out over the Bull River Bridge. Storm Team 3 meteorologist Alyssa Carsley is in the Weather Center with our weather on the 3s. Good morning, Alyssa.
Hey, good morning, Kim. As the sun continues to get higher in the sky, we're already seeing just a little bit of that haze still sticking around from the wildfire smoke that moved in yesterday. And with the south wind today, that's going to carry that smoke across the area once again. So we are going to be seeing at least a patchy smoke sky just due to that wildfire smoke. And of course, our air quality will continue to be impacted as that smoke travels across the region. We might have some good air quality out there right now from Savannah, Beaufort, Hilton Head down to Darien and McIntosh County. However, don't let that fool you. As that smoke moves in, we will see our air quality get worse throughout the day. So if you have respiratory issues, you are sensitive to smoke, it might just be a better day once again to stay inside. Temperature wise, it's cool out there right now in the 50s, but our highs once again climb back above average into the mid to upper 80s, around 88 degrees for the high today in Pembroke to 86 degrees here in Savannah. So coming up in just around 10 minutes, we'll talk about that chance of rain and how it finally begins to increase once again by the weekend.
Thank you, Alyssa. As firefighters continue to battle the wildfires, the community is coming together to collect donations to send to crews in South Georgia. The Bryan County Republican Party is collecting water bottles, wipes, snacks, socks, and anything first responders might need. You can drop off donations at the Elios building located in the back of First Baptist Church in Richmond Hill. Organizers say you have until Friday morning to drop off your donations. That's when they'll be driven to first responders in Brantley. On now to new developments this morning. A shortage of special education teachers is becoming a problem nationwide, and local school districts are no exception, one of which is the Matthew Reardon Center for Autism in Savannah. Even though they are fully staffed, they say they didn't have all of the necessary hands for 5 months this year. They say that had an effect on the students, making it harder for them to focus and learn every day. The agency's interim president and CEO told WSAV that it's important for these students to have teachers who can help them thrive.
Want to have an inclusive environment, inclusive community. It's important for our students to feel involved and included in the community that you and I are able to just walk in every day.
The president of the Savannah Federation of Teachers, Paraprofessionals, and School Personnel says she thinks a reason for the shortage is the types of responsibilities these teachers face and the overload of documents they need to fill out every day. Well, one local company is turning to those who have served their country to help fill its roles. Hyundai Motor Group Meta Plant America, one of the region's largest employers, is prioritizing hiring veterans. The company says military skills like discipline and leadership make strong candidates, and they're working with Fort Stewart to support service members transitioning to civilian careers. Currently, 6% of its workforce are veterans, with a goal of reaching 20% in the coming years. Well, last night, the public got to see plans for the future of Beaufort's prized waterfront for the first time. This comes after almost a year of the park's promenade being closed from engineers deeming it unsafe. Now, this is a look at the 4 proposed options for that water park. Option 1 focuses on repairing the current structure. Option 2 keeps a similar design while raising the platform to address water level concerns. Option 3 builds on that, adding a concrete seawall to keep water from getting underneath. And option 4 combines those upgrades with adding new features like a boardwalk and splash pad.
The Henry C. Chambers Waterfront Park is absolutely iconic, not just to the city of Beaufort, not just to the state of South Carolina, but to the region. And so it's really important to City Council, and it's really important, I think, to our citizens here in the city of Beaufort that we restore it to the degree as much as possible that people are used to seeing it.
Dozens of residents showed up and voiced their opinions on the designs, many telling WSAV they had varying opinions on what they want to see for the future waterfront.
I like some of the options, completely redoing it, but I would like for them to come up with a permanent solution.
I think while we're at it, we could afford to do at least a splash pad, if nothing else. I really do like the boardwalk idea, but some people have said, I don't want to do that. We don't want to spend more money than we have to.
Public input was recorded for additional review by the Waterfront Committee. They will then narrow down to a better idea. City Council will then make the final decision. Well, there is only one day to get your St. Jude Dream ticket if you want a chance to win a great bonus prize. This year's Dream Home is nearly 2,500 square feet with 4 bedrooms and 2.5 baths. Is being built by Landmark 24 Homes and local partners at no cost to St. Jude, meaning every dollar raised goes directly to helping families. Now, if you buy your ticket by this Friday, you'll also be eligible for the early bonus prize, which is a $10,000 grocery giveaway. Every ticket purchased helps St. Jude Children's Research Hospital continue its mission so families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food. The home is in the Oakwood at New Hampstead development. It's worth $575,000. You can get your ticket anytime by going to our website at wsav.com/dreamhome or by scanning the QR code you see there on your screen. If you are outside of Georgia, though, you need to call 800-383-9844.